Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're opening up the playbook on coaching. And this is a word that gets thrown around a lot, but we're talking about a powerful, really structured process for unlocking your own potential and, maybe most importantly, for getting unstuck. It's so much more than just getting good advice. It's about a true partnership for growth. I mean, you know the feeling, right? You're putting in the hours, you've got the skills, but for some reason, something just isn't clicking. Your progress is totally stalled, and you can't for the life of you figure out why. It's an incredibly common and, a deeply frustrating place to be. This quote, it just perfectly captures that feeling of being blocked. It's not just about a lack of motivation, is it? It's that deeper sense that you've just hit a wall. And all your usual ways of thinking, your go-to problem-solving tricks, they just aren't working anymore. So, that feeling, it's actually a crucial signal. It's a little alarm bell telling us that our internal map of the world, it might just need an update. And this is exactly where the process of coaching really begins. Not by giving you a brand new map, but by helping you redraw your own. So, what even is coaching, really? Well, let's be clear about what it's not. It's not just a casual chat with a friend. It is a professional partnership. It's collaborative, and this is key, it means you are the expert on your own life. And it's structured, using proven frameworks to help you find that clarity and, finally, take action. To really get how coaching works, we have to look under the hood and understand the why. You see, effective coaching isn't just a random string of questions. It's actually grounded in some pretty robust psychological theories about how we think, how we feel, and how we behave. Think of these theories as different lenses a coach can use to see your situation way more clearly. A good coach has a whole toolkit of these powerful philosophies. Each one offers a different angle on what helps us change and grow. And while a great coach is probably going to blend a few of these, we're going to zoom in on two of the most influential ones. Okay, so on one hand, you've got the person-centered approach. This is all about creating a safe, holding environment. The absolute core belief here is that if you have the right conditions, total trust, real empathy, no judgment, you will naturally find your own way forward. On the other hand, you have the cognitive behavioral approach. This is more like mental personal training. It gives you actual tools to actively rewire the thought patterns that are holding you back. And this is a classic cognitive behavioral tool. It's all about learning to spot your performance-interfering thoughts, your PITs, and then consciously, intentionally replacing them with performance-enhancing thoughts or PETs. Just look at the shift in language. I'm hopeless becomes, I can handle this. I never get chosen becomes, what can I do? It's such a simple change, but it moves you from a passive victim mindset to an active, empowered one. But regardless of the theory or the tools, all effective coaching, every single bit of it, is built on a foundation of trust. And this isn't just some warm, fuzzy feeling. We're talking about a professional relationship built on really clear agreements and a very specific set of skills. Before the real work can even begin, a coach sets up a contract. Now, this isn't just a formality, this is crucial. It clarifies everything, from what you actually want to achieve to the absolute ironclad guarantee of confidentiality. It's this professional structure that creates the safety you need for real, honest exploration. And right here, this shows the huge difference between a normal conversation and a coaching conversation. Most of us, most of the time, we're operating at level 1 listening. We're just waiting for our turn to talk, right? But a coach is trained in level 2 listening. Their goal isn't to jump in with advice, it's to reflect back what they're hearing so that you can understand yourself more deeply. This is how you start to hear your own wisdom. Okay, so we get the mindset and we get the trust that's required. Now let's look inside the toolkit. We're moving from the theory to the action, exploring the practical tools coaches use to help you make progress. And these aren't magic wands. They're structured ways to break down really complex problems. Here's the classic problem-solving framework. It moves you step by step from that vague sense of frustration to a concrete plan. Now, pay attention to step 3, brainstorming without judgment. That is so key to unlocking your creativity. And then step 4 forces you to be realistic, moving you away from just wishful thinking and toward a strategy that could actually work. But sometimes the issue isn't an external problem you can just solve with a 5-step plan. It's an internal conflict. That feeling of being stuck is so often a sign that our work is just out of sync with our core values. So how on earth do we figure out what those values even are? Well, this brings us to a beautifully simple tool for uncovering your core values. You start with a list of things that matter to you. learning, integrity, family, whatever it is. Then, the tool forces you to make a series of choices. You go one pair at a time. Is A more important than B? Okay. Is A more important than C? You just go down the list. And after you've compared every single value against every other one, you just add up the check marks. And all of a sudden, bam, clarity emerges from the chaos. For that person whose job just felt wrong, seeing that fairness scored a 0 while integrity and learning scored high, that could be the massive aha moment that explains everything. The job was violating a core value they couldn't even name. For all the tools and all the frameworks, sometimes the most powerful, most elegant move a coach can make is to just hand the process back to you with a question like this. It empowers you to tap into your own inner wisdom and to direct the conversation exactly where it needs to go next. And that right there leads us to the real goal of coaching. See, it isn't just to solve one problem or to get through one tough time. The ultimate outcome is to build your own capacity for self-reflection and growth long after the coaching is over. A good coaching engagement doesn't just give you a fish, it teaches you how to fish. By making you aware of your own mental patterns, giving you tools like that values grid, and modeling that deep listening, the whole process helps you build and internalize your very own internal coach. So, what's the #1 measure of success in coaching? It's simple. The coach becomes redundant. You've learned the process. You haven't just solved one problem. You now have the skills to solve the next one and the one after that. You have become your own coach. So, I'll leave you with this question. Think about those performance interfering thoughts we talked about. What's one limiting story you've been telling yourself, maybe for years? And what new, more empowering story are you ready to start writing today? Thanks for watching.